हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। आज हम बात करेंगे आपके यूनिट नंबर 1 की, दैट इज प्लानिंग इन स्पोर्ट्स। इन दिस यूनिट वी विल टॉक अबाउट द एंड important questions related to this unit. Okay, so these are the unit contents. First we will talk about the meaning and objectives of the planning. Second, we will talk about the various committees and its responsibility, like pre-tournament, during tournament and post-tournament. Then we will talk about the tournament. What is tournament? What are the different types of tournament? Then we will talk about the procedures to draw the fixtures. How can we draw fixtures about all the tournaments like knockout and league tournaments? Then we will talk about various activities like intramural activities and extramural activities. What are their meaning, objective, and their significance? And at the end, we will talk about the specific sports program like sports day, health run, run for fun, run for the specific cause, and run for the unit. Okay, so let's start. First, we will talk about the planning. What is the basic meaning of the planning? So planning is an intellectual process of the thinking in advance about the setting of the goals and developing strategies which are required to attain the goals and goals efficiently. So basically it is the process which involves thinking before doing and making plans for the organization. In the planning, we talk about the 5 W's of the plan. So what are the 5 W's? The 5 W's are: what is to be done, why is to be done, where is to be done, when is to be done, and who is going to do it. These are the 5 W's which involves in the planning. Okay. For sports related events, the organizer should plan what is the objective of the sports event, why is the sports event important, okay, where and what place it should be organized, what will be the duration of the sports event, and who will participate in the sports event. Now the planning means preparing for the action or getting ready to perform a task. It is the first requirement for the good administration and the efficient working programs and activities of the different games and the sports. Therefore, planning must be done before conducting any activity. It is also important because we have to think about the time available, equipments, facilities, and the manpower required to put the plan into effect. Thus, aspect of the planning in sports is very necessary for implementing the program of the games, sports, and the physical education. So, in a summarized way, we can say planning is a way to systemize, direct, and organize the events or competitions and extract the advantage and benefits of the available resources. These are some objectives of the planning. The first objective is to keep control over all activities, which suggests that planning and control are connected with each other. That means controlling is an essential part of the planning that involves restricting the deviation from the plan of the standards, and it ensures that an event is carried out in the right direction as per the specified plan. It is through planning that sport coaches and officials establish standards of the performance, and these serve as the benchmarks for the appraisal of the actual performance. If the actual performance is not as per plan, corrective actions should be taken. This is how planning helps in effective controlling, and planning facilitates control and corrective actions that lead to the modification of the plan. So it also helps in the keeping a good control in the organization and the tournament. The other one is reduce the chances of the mistakes. So planning involves the forecasting or anticipation of the future events. This helps to reduce the uncertainties in the targets to be achieved, and it may be noted that the uncertainties may be caused by changes in the weather or any other conditions. Hence, sufficient provisions can be made in the plan to reduce these uncertainties. Next is, it suggests programs that can be conducted with the proper coordination with least mistakes, rather focusing on the success. That means planning revolves around the organizational objectives. All the activities are planned in accordance with the objectives. there is an integrated effort throughout the program that avoids the duplication of the efforts. Thus, due to the better coordination, all the departments cooperate with each other for the accomplishment of the objectives. Next is to promote the innovative ideas. Okay, so to promote the innovative ideas, planning encourages innovation and the creative thinking that the sports officials, coaches, and the physical education teachers develop many new ideas while the planning. So planning promotes the creativity as well as the innovation. The other one is to provide the direction towards the goal. So planning provides the direction to the activities of the sports organization by clarifying the objectives and the targets. If the objectives are clearly laid down, all the activities will be specifically directed towards the achieving the objectives. So the planning provides clear-cut direction to all the sports organization and the individuals working for the implementation of these programs. Also, it reduces the undue pressure. It provides the proper coordination among the committees and to have the good control over all the activities and to improve the efficiencies. This also reduces the chance of the mistakes. So these are some committees and their responsibilities, which is very important. So different committees work together for the smooth conduction of the sports events and the various committees, which are the first one is technical committees. So before I start about the committees, I want to talk about various types of the committees. So in a sport event, there are basically three types of the committees. The first one is pre-tournament committee. The second one is during tournament committee. And the last one is post-tournament committees. So these all are the committees which we will talk about. They're related to pre, in between, and the post-tournament committees. So the number one is technical committees. So this committee is responsible for the technical conduction. This committee selects various officials like referees, judges, starters, umpires, and the timekeepers. This is very important committee which handles all the technical issues. The second one is transportation committee. So this committee look after the transportation of the players and officials from the places or the stations of their arrivals to the lodging apartments, as well as their transport to and fro from the venue of the sporting activities. Another one is reception committee. In case of the sporting event in which out-station teams are participating, the task of the receiving the team, lodging them in appropriate places, and making arrangements for their departure, which is assigned to this committee. Another one is boarding and lodging committee. This committee is responsible for lodging and boarding of the out-station players, teams, and officials. Another one is ground and equipment committee, which this committee makes necessary arrangements of the equipment related to the events. Then medical committee and first aid committee. This committee consists of qualified doctors and nurses, and the responsibility of the medical committee is to provide the first aid to the injured participants as early as possible. If required, injured participants may also be transferred to a nearby hospital for the further treatments. Another one is protest committee. So if there is a protest against the judgment, the members of this committee decide about it. Then there is publicity committee. All the press releases and the press conferences are conducted by this committee. Next one is finance committee. This committee is responsible for all the financial receipts and the expenditures. The budget plan should be approved by the organization committee, and the finance committee works under the direction of the organization committee. Next one is refreshment committee. This committee is assigned a task of providing the refreshments, drinking water, soft drinks, juice to the participants and the officials and distinguished guests when planned. Now let's talk about the tournaments. A tournament basically a competition involving relatively large number of competitors all participating in the sports of the game. It is a series of the contest with several rounds in which many contestants compete individually or as a team to decide the winner. So tournament is a series of matches organized to find out the best team in the particular sports. These are organized as an inter-school, zonal, district, state, national, as well as the international level. So we can say, in other words, tournament is a series of the contestants in which the number of contestants compete, and the one that prevails through the final round or that finishes with the best record is declared the winner. And it depends on the various factors like number of participating teams, availability of the grounds and equipments, as well as the number of days and the funds. So before I will talk about the importance of the tournament, first we should aware about the objectives of the tournament. So there are some objectives of the tournament, which are find out the best team, to provide a platform to sports persons, to nurture feelings of the friendship and fraternity between the members and the different teams, to improve the companionship between the sportsmen, and to learn the new skills, techniques, as well as the stunts. So what is the importance of the tournament? The sports person learns the discipline by playing the tournaments, and the sportsman meets other sportsmen at a single platform. He learns ethical values such as honesty, fair play, respect for the others, and the tournament provides the recreation to all. That means organizers, spectators, and students. So there are various types of the tournament. The first one is knockout tournament. In this type of tournament, the team once defeated gets eliminated from the tournament. Only the winning team contest in the next rounds. Opportunities are given to the winning players or the teams. This is the single line definition of the knockout tournament. Another one is league tournaments. In the single league tournaments, all the participating teams compete once with each other, where as in double league, each team plays with every as in double league. Each team plays with every other team twice without any consideration of the victory or their defeat. Then combination tournaments. Combination tournaments are organized in the group or the zonal matches. There are mainly 4 types of the combination tournaments: knockout cum knockout tournaments, league cum league tournaments, knockout cum league tournaments, as well as the league cum knockout tournaments. So it is all about the introduction of your unit number 1, planning in sports. I hope आपको लेक्चर पसंद आया होगा. ओके, इसके जो आगे के कंटेंट्स हैं इनके बारे में हम अगले वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच.